Why is it snowing again? Why? Why? Why?
Hey everybody, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and we're going to do a review of the new Decemberists LP, The King is Dead. Before I get into this review, I want to say a couple things on theneedledrop.com. Download some new MP3s, one from Tim Heidecker and Davin Wood of Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job. Apparently they're coming out with a collaborative album this year, and also a new track from Holy Ghost. It's actually a track and a track review. It's really freaking good. The track is good, not the track review. The track review is good too, but not as good as the track. And yes, this review is late. And it's because, I've just been avoiding it a little bit, like the plague. But I'm not some Decemberists hater or something like that. I loved what these guys were doing back in the day on the Kill Rock Stars label, and was even able to follow them on some of the dancier indie pop sounds that they performed on The Crane Wife. And I assumed the band would just get more bland from that point on, but I was very, very wrong. Because then they dropped Hazards of Love, which is obviously their most ambitious record to date. It turned some fans off. Maybe it wasn't the most accessible of all of their albums. It's kind of hard to enjoy any one song out of the context of that LP, but I like seeing a band just go for the gold. However, on this new LP, the Decemberists do not attempt to grasp the brass ring or anything like that. I'm not sure what they're trying to grasp. Colin Malloy's kind of nasally, very eccentric vocal style, and the really dramatic, romanticized storytelling on tracks like 16 Military Wives, or Mariner's Revenge Song, or Red Right Ankle. These are the things that have made this band's music captivating to me in the past, and I wouldn't say they're 100% gone. Definitely not, but they have been toned down. I don't think the band forgot how to do these things. I mean, the move is obviously intentional. It just may not necessarily be a move that I want to follow. And there's also a huge country and folk influence here, which isn't bad. I actually like country music quite a bit. And this record kind of makes me feel like the Decemberists are going back a little bit to their roots, when they used to be a much more acoustic band. But the sound of this record, the feel, the recording, the processed production, this thing sounds like, to me, in my opinion, if I clicked on the TV and started watching CMT. The references to Celtic music kind of feel just as plastic. The production I can deal with at times, but something I just cannot handle on this album at all, something that just chills me to the bone, are the solos. The harmonica, the fiddle, the piano, the pedal steel. All of the solos here on this album, and there are quite a bit of them, are performed so mundanely. It's like they're acknowledging they're meant to be nothing more than filler to break up the verses. Sure, Hazards of Love had some mixed reviews, but still, to me the instrumentation there was so much more ambitious, so much more exciting. But nothing on this LP excites me, honestly. I've gone to Six Flags and I'm riding the teacups. I'm not feeling it, but I could definitely see other people liking this. I mean, being straightforward, being simple, that's not a bad thing. I don't like my music challenging all the time either. I did like that new Cake album, for example. But for me, this thing lacks attitude almost completely in the vocals and the instrumentation. Pretty much every track here fits into a pop structure, and that's fine too, but these songs are so plainly built and put together, by the first 30 seconds I could tell what the next 150 seconds are going to be. There are some parts I like though, like the June and January hymns, which are very much understated. Surprising I like these because I feel underwhelmed by this album, but I think the thing is, with all the blaring acoustic instrumentation and the booming drums on the other tracks, I feel as if Colin's personality, or kind of what's left of it here, and the songwriting get a chance to shine out when it's not being drowned out. So overall, I hate to do this, but I'm just feeling like a light 4 on this album. A strong...
Hold on 1 second there, Anthony. This album is at least worth a 7. Or an 8. Or a 10.
Yeah, maybe it's that score to you, but that is your point of view. That's your opinion. You understand this is opinion, right? That we're not going to come to some kind of objective answer as to whether or not this album is good by discussing it.
Yeah, well,
just because I don't like the album doesn't mean I don't like the band or think you're wrong for enjoying this. The score is not like a grade you get on a math test. It's merely a reflection of my emotions on the LP.
Well, you should really review more classic albums.
And you should realize what the point of this channel is, to open you up to new music that you may not necessarily know about, or just discuss new records. And if I just go into the past and start randomly picking up critically acclaimed records and just saying they're good because everyone likes them, I'm not doing my job as a reviewer to help make the music of today that is coming out right now classic. It's my duty as an arbiter of taste to help out the present day musical economy by telling you what albums I feel are worth your time and worth your money. We can disagree on this, and that's healthy, and that's fine, just as long as we realize our points of view are subjective. I may write a book one day about some of my favorite albums of all time, or a book series or something like that, but there's just not a lot of challenge in reviewing albums that are critically acclaimed. I like them, you like them. What is there to say?
Well, you should at least review the new Iron and Wine.
You're right. I should. Most definitely. The new Iron and Wine LP, Kiss Each Other Clean. I kind of see Sam Beam here as spreading his wings out on this one. Sam is soft and nice and pleasant, just like he usually is, but he's doing it with a slightly higher volume, some different production styles, and genres too. Now, Shepherd's Dog saw the introduction of a lot of different instrumentation into the Iron and Wine canon, but the thing is here, I feel like this album borders on drowning out that intimate connection between Sam and the listener, which has always attracted me to this guy as a songwriter. Standing back just to take in this full band, this full group of instruments that he wants me to listen to, I just have kind of lost a little bit of a connection, I guess. But still, Sam has maintained a lot of songwriting strength as he has gotten louder. Maybe if he experiments with this a little bit more, he'll find a voice that stands out among all this backup. So overall, it's pretty likable, just kind of a passing fancy for me, nothing that stopped me in my tracks overall.
What would you score it?
Maybe like a 6 or something.
No way!
Subjective opinion, remember?
I guess I forgot. You know, what I mean to say is I really do like that album, though. I think the extra songs, the extra sounds makes it really fun to listen to. I guess I was being a pretty big melon there, wasn't I?
I'd say you were more like a banana. Ha 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 ha.
I had no idea there was so much humor in the 4 basic food groups.
I know. I guess you could say it's ripe for the pickin'. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. We had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of love, and a lot of lulls. Have a nice day, forever.